Oh, hey, okay. Hit the wrong button. First, I thought to myself that I should put the collar on the patient first, right? That kind of makes sense, right? 'Cause it's a big tube thing, but never put dead equipment on a patient, meaning if it's supposed to have air running through it, don't put it on the patient unless there's air running through it. Because, it could suffocate them if it's supposed to be a low battery. Maybe that's why my phone shut off the first time. Anyway, low battery. Like I lost my train of thought. Forget it. Just don't put dead equipment on. So here is this. We're going to put it on his trach, which, pretend he's got a nice stoma right there. Put it on. It's right there where his tracheostomy would be. That would be where you would go. So, and it goes around his neck, and it goes on there, and it's tight. Okay, and you can adjust it too, but we're not going to mess with that. Okay, so that's on. There you go. And then you're going to turn your flow on. And then you're going to adjust your FiO2. I'm sorry, adjust your FiO2. Adjust that. And you're going to put that to a new 35. And you're going to turn it on. And up to 10. And there it goes. And there's a little air entrainment right there, letting air in to make sure to be pretend oxygen. So you give them a fractured oxygen content of 35. And then here's the tube. Down it goes, and the humidity index will go into his bypassed airway. Everything was done super crazy sterile. I'm not kidding here, because you're putting stuff into the airway. So sterile water, sterile bottle, sterile gloves, sterile everything. Don't touch, don't do that. Anyway, so I did the same thing last time. I'm just going to do it again. We're going to figure out how much flow he's getting. To do that, you figure, it's easy. You figure out the air to oxygen ratio, how much parts of air versus how many parts of oxygen. Simple math. So if you were using 100% oxygen and you had it set at 35, that would leave you a difference of 65, right? So 100 is full oxygen. We're not using 100, using 35. It gives you a difference of 65. Room air is always, literally 21% oxygen. So we're at 35%. Not 21. So the difference between 35 and 21 is 14. Then you would divide 14 into 65 to give you the amount of parts of air, right? Which gives you 4.6. So we'll say 5. So you have 5 parts of air to 1 part oxygen going into Abdul here. What's his name? I can't remember. Liam was the last guy. Someone else. Abdul. So that is his air to oxygen ratio. And then if you want to figure out the total flow going to your patient, you would take the amount of parts of air and oxygen, add them together, because that's the total. It's 6. You have 5 parts of air and 1 part oxygen. So 6, and you multiply that 6 by your liter flow, which is 10. So he's getting 60. 60 liters. Oh, I said 50 in the last one. I lied. It's 60. 60 liters per minute is his total flow. And that's fantastic because you want 30 to 60 on an ill patient. You want 2 to 3 times their normal tidal flow, tidal volume. Anyway, so there you go. And then we're going to check again. We're going to check. If you were complaining of, well, he's probably unconscious, but if you can't talk, so I guess he wasn't complaining. If they could talk and they were complaining, of wheezing and things like that, you could listen to see if he maybe helped out a bit, but he's not a can't talk. Anyway, that's my second checkoff for humidity. I hope I'm doing this correctly. Let me know. Okay, bye.